Home is a place to laugh, learn, and play, and a place where everyone should always feel safe. That's why at Kidda we believe that protecting children from house fires is everyone's cause. Join us in our mission to help families everywhere learn about fire safety so we can help keep children safe at home and ensure lots more laughs in the future. Learn about the importance of smoke alarms and creating your own home fire safety plan at cause4alarm.org. Hello, critter protectors. Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too! Let's go! On the last episode of our mystery story about Sebastian and William, they were just now confronted with something very scary. A hungry kookaburra bird. Oh dear, this is super serious. It could totally eat them, but it sounds like they did something to try and scare that big bird away, and I'm not sure if it worked, but let's see what happens next. Sebastian and William stood side by side. They opened their mouths and stuck out their tongues? Wait, what? They both had huge blue tongues. That looked really scary to a predator. While they opened their mouths, they hissed. Do you know how to hiss? And puffed up their bodies to look like they were much bigger than they were. Wait a second. My tongue's not blue. What color is your tongue?
Yeah, kind of like reddish pinkish.
Yeah. It's definitely not blue unless I just had some blue cotton candy, but what kind of critters have blue tongues? That must be a big clue because I can't imagine many critters having blue tongues. What do you think? The kookaburra stopped flying and landed on the ground in front of them. It looked very confused. It started to weigh its options.
What is wrong with you? You have bright colored blue tongues. Should I eat you for lunch? I am not sure. That bright color usually means tummy hurt. Oh, no know what to do. Me no want to die. You also do look much bigger than from the sky. I am done with you. I'm go eat banana.
And just like that, the kookaburra jumped back into flight and flew out of sight. How in the world did that work? I've got to try that. I've got to try and turn my tongue blue and maybe it'll scare away, what might I need to scare away? Oh yeah, a bear. If I was getting attacked by a bear, do you think if I turned my tongue blue like this critter? If I stuck out my blue tongue, the bear... I'm not sure if it's going to work for everything, but in the critter world, bright colors usually do mean danger, 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 stay away from me. I don't taste good and I might even make your tummy hurt.
Wow, that was a close one,
said Sebastian.
I thought for sure we were going to be at that thing's lunch.
Well, we did what we were born to do in a situation like that. I think we've gotten much better at blowing up our bodies. You look ginormous, Sebastian. They both laughed and started their way back home again. Thankfully, it was not that far away. All right, who do you think Sebastian and William are? So far, we know they have a long and narrow body. It's about 2 feet long. They have 2 short arms with little hands and 2 short legs with little feet. They move along the ground and like to eat plants, snails, and worms. They also have something very unusual. Do you remember what that is? Oh yeah, they have a very big, bright blue tongue. I can't think of many critters that have that.
We made it. Right over there is my house,
said Sebastian. Wow, I like what you've done to the rock and hide out under it. Makes me want to freshen up my house, said William.
Hey, could you grab my mail from my mailbox for me?
Sure thing,
William said. William walked over to the mailbox and saw it was pretty full. He could barely carry everything in with his two small hands. He carried the mail over to Sebastian's rock table.
What do we have here?
Asked Sebastian as he looked at all the mail on the table.
Phew, I feel like I was not gone that long. Okay, that's junk mail. That's junk mail. There's a flyer from my favorite snail outlet store, and there's a bunch of coupons for some meals. And wait, what is this?
Sebastian looked intently at a letter where his address was handwritten. The return address was from America.
Who do I know that lives in America? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I know. William, check this out. I got a letter from my cousin who lives in America. I haven't heard from her in forever.
Sebastian eagerly read the letter and was so excited to hear how much his cousin had grown up.
Holy smokes. Can't believe how big Kira has gotten. I miss her a lot. It's really good to hear from her.
Sebastian said as he stared off into the distance.
William, how's your family?
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. Maybe I should write a letter and find out.
William and Sebastian wrote letters late into the night. Could not wait to send them in the morning. Have you ever written a letter before? Oh, they're very fun to make and send. Yeah, you get some paper and some markers or crayons or pencils, and you could color a picture. You could write someone a note that says, I miss you, or how are you doing? And then you put it inside of an envelope, put a stamp, and then the most important part, you have to put their address. So your parents probably know their address. And then when you put it in the mailbox, it will travel all the way to that person's house. It's kind of like magic. But it's pretty fun to receive a letter. So maybe you can write someone a letter. Just like our friends William and Sebastian are doing. And wait a second. Have you figured out what kind of critter William and Sebastian are? They sound kind of like a reptile since they have scales. Do you think they're snakes? No. They have arms and legs. What about crocodiles? Yeah, oh no. They don't seem to go in water enough. Kind of sound like a lizard, right? Oh yeah, and what color was their tongue? Blue. Is there a kind of lizard with a blue tongue? Yes, that's called a blue-tongued skink. Have you ever heard those? Oh wow, they're amazing critters that live in Australia and Indonesia and Papua New Guinea. They're amazingly built. They kind of do look like snakes the way that their scales are very shiny, but they do have 4 small legs and ears. That's another important difference between lizards and snakes. Did you know that snakes don't have ears? Well, my friends, that brings us to the end of our amazing story about William and Sebastian. The rest of the day, they spent writing letters and drawing pictures to all their friends and family to send in the mail. It's a good thing that they have that bright blue tongue, because if they didn't, I don't think that kookaburra would have let them write all these amazing letters. This may be the end of our story about blue-tongued skinks, but I'm sure it's only just the beginning of the adventures that lie ahead for Sebastian and William. The end. We'll be right back after a brief word from our sponsor. Great job, Critter Protectors. You listened all the way to the end. All right, friends, who remembers what it means to be a critter protector? Yeah, it means we protect critters of all shapes and sizes, both around the world and in our backyards. Can you think of a way that you could maybe help the critters around where you live? There's 3 things that critters need. They need access to food, water, and shelter. So why don't you think about something that you can do to help one of those 3 things for a critter by you? Maybe that means putting some water in a bird bath, or maybe it means cleaning up some garbage from outside, or gathering a big pile of acorns. Ooh, those are some great ideas that I'm going to start working on. Well, friends, I hope you have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!
Home is a place to laugh, learn, and play, and a place where everyone should always feel safe. That's why at Kidda we believe that protecting children from house fires is everyone's cause. Join us in our mission to help families everywhere learn about fire safety so we can help keep children safe at home and ensure lots more laughs in the future. Learn about the importance of smoke alarms and creating your own home fire safety plan at cause4alarm.org.